Welcome to our programming channel. Today we are going to see where clause in SQL. Where clause is used for fetching filtered data in a result set. Select query fetches all the data or all the records in the result set. So for fetching only required data, where clause is used. Table is fast food and the columns are F food ID, company, F food name, F food price, and these are the records in the table. With select query, we get all the records from the table fast food. But if we want to select particular records according to our requirement, means for example, if we want to select records in which a food name is burger, then in that case we need to use where clause to fetch particular records according to some condition. Where clause fetches the data according to a specific condition, and fetching of data happens according to a particular condition in the query. Where clause is used with operators. So the operator may be comparison operator or logical operator. In this video, we are going to see where clause with comparison operators. So the operators with the where clause may be equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. Sometimes not equal to operator can be written in this way also. Syntax is select star from table name where clause, then column name, and then operator. The operator may be comparison operator like equal to, greater than, less than, or maybe logical operator like and, or, not, like, in, between, then value. Value may be any name or any number. Select star from fast food. Now here where clause, where, then column name, F food name, then operator. So here we are using comparison operator equal to, and here burger. The name is text. So here single quotes. Here we can see two records in which a food name is burger. If we execute this query, we get two records in result. Like this, here we can take column food price, and here price is equal to 55. Now we get fourth record. In this way we can use equal to operator. Now we will use greater than operator. Now we will use greater than operator. So here instead of equal to operator, here we can use greater than operator. These two prices 118 and 199 are greater than 55. So if we execute, we get these two records in result. Now we are using less than operator, and here we can see only one price 38 is less than 55. So if we execute, we get third record with price 38. Now we are using greater than or equal to operator. Select star from fast food where a food price greater than or equal to 100. In table we cannot see price 100, and these two records have prices greater than 100. Execute this query, we get these two records. Like this we can use less than or equal to operator. Instead of 100 we can take here 118. So here we can see 118 is present. Record third and fourth, these two records have prices less than 118, and also we have price 118. If we execute this query, we are getting three records. Here we get 118 also, and the records with prices which are less than 118. When we want all the columns from the table with where clause, then this is syntax. But sometimes we need to show only selected columns. In that case, syntax will be instead of star column 1 comma column 2. In this way there may be n number of columns or any number of columns. Because of select star we get all the columns in the table. But if we want to show only particular columns in the result, then in that case we can take columns according to our requirement. So now we get all the columns, and instead of this star we can take any column. Suppose a food ID comma company. So here we want to display only these two columns in the result. Now if we execute this query, we get only these two columns. But here we can see we are not getting a food price column. Like this, in this query also we can take any columns. Here we are taking column company, then a food name. If we execute this query, now we are getting these two columns, but we want to see the price also. So here f food price, and now if we execute this query, here we can see a food price column also. Now we are going to see use of not equal to operator with where clause. So here instead of less than or equal to, we are taking not equal to operator. So we can see here only this record has price 118. So after executing the query, we are getting remaining 3 records. Like this, here we are taking column company, and here name Coca-Cola. Here we have one space, so we have to give space here, and only third record has company Coca-Cola. So we will get remaining 3 records. Now we get remaining 3 records. Now we are taking company McDonald's. Now if we try to write name like this, then we get error, incorrect syntax near S, and if we try to execute, then we get same error, incorrect syntax near S and unclosed quotation mark after the character string. And if we remove this, now we cannot get any error here, but if we execute, then we are getting this record also. So while taking the names, we have to, and here also, now if we execute this query, we are getting remaining 3 records. So while writing names in the column, we have to take this kind of care, and here also if there is any space, then here also we have to give space here while writing query also. In this way we can use comparison operators with where clause. Where clause is used in the select statement, and it is also used in the update and delete statement. Generally, where clause is used in select query, and also it can be used with update and delete query. Thus, where clause can be used with these DML statements. Now we have used where clause with select statement. Now we will try to use where clause with insert statement. Now if we try to use where clause with insert statement, then incorrect syntax near keyword where we get error. So we cannot use where clause with insert, and if we remove this and if we execute this query, one row affected, query executed successfully. And here we can see one row is inserted, but when we used where clause at that time we got error. Now we will see what will happen when we will use where clause with update statement. Update fast food set company is equal to Burger King. Where a food ID is equal to 5. Now this will change, and instead of A it will become Burger King. Now if we execute this query, one row affected, query executed successfully, and now here we can see company is changed, and now here we can see company as Burger King. And finally we will see where clause with delete statement. Delete from fast food where a food ID is equal to 5. Execute the query, one row affected, query executed successfully, and here record is deleted. So in this way we can use where clause with select, with update, and with delete statements with these DML statements. That's all for where clause in SQL Server. In our channel there are regular uploads of programming related videos. So for latest updates please subscribe the channel and like and share videos. Thanks for watching.